Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Breaks Hybrids. This is the second video of our Halloween special for Extinct Breaks from October 23 to November 1. And this time we'll be featuring the LEGO custom Jurassic World White Indoraptor or the Ghost Indoraptor. But first, let us announce the guest SPC contest winners, and we have 10 lucky picks: Yancy, Starscream, X, Eric, Gabriel, Miguel, Kareem, Rich Arvin, Tantanwin, and Raska. Congratulations everyone! And now for our top 10 winners! Better Games, CNES Dragon, Renzo, Sunny Lee, Rexy and Prince, Maximum Power, Zara PKT, Draco Whitey, Mr. T-Rex, and Mechanic Tiger. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next guest SPC contest. For those of you who would like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Breaks icon and then click on the community link to see all my posts. I'll see you there everyone! And with all that, let us move on with the making of the Indoraptor. And this one, I already have it primered and also done with all the sculpting. Now we all have to do is to paint it, and we'll be using this particular reference as well as this one. I think they're really cool and very ghost-like. So we'll be using some brushes, of course some acrylic paints over there, and some water. Let's start painting, shall we? So this is just a mixture of some light gray and a little bit of white and some silver. We'll be painting this on the entire figure, including that of the head, the neck, the body, the joints especially, those arms, legs, and of course the tail. Originally, there were going to be two Indoraptors, a white one and the one seen in the movie. However, the Indoraptor pictured in the movie was going to fight and kill the white one, which is shown in the concept art of the creature. However, this scene and the white Indoraptor altogether was scrapped out due to unknown reasons. Alright, so moving on with the painting, this is actually a mixture of the same colors that we have earlier on and some black added to it. This creates that grayish colors which will have to be painted on some of the areas for some details of this Indoraptor. Did you know that the Indoraptor is inspired by some of the most well-known monsters of the horror genre? First up, Frankenstein, because it is created in a laboratory using parts of different entities. It runs on all fours and howls at the moon like a werewolf. It prowls in the darkness and is killed by a impalement like a vampire. Specifically, the vampire Count Orlok of 1922 film Nosferatu is used as a reference for the teeth and the limbs of the Indoraptor. J.A. Bayona himself stated that the scene where the Indoraptor crawls down from the rooftop and into Maisie's bedroom is an homage to the John Baham's 1979 Dracula. It is now suited that our Indoraptor here should be part of our Halloween special here at Extinct Breaks. What do you think would be our next Extinct Breaks Halloween special creature? Don't forget to see our community post later on to participate. And so going back to our painting now, you can see that I have already added several more details to the Indoraptor with the same colors that I used earlier, which is the grayish tones. So this will be the same paint that we will be using for those scales on the back of the Indoraptor, the scales on the thighs, some colors on the quills, and also on the arms and tail of the Indoraptor here. You can see that I have the black Indoraptor there on the background just for some inspiration as well. So a bit more information on the Indoraptor. In a deleted introduction of the Indoraptor, which was implied in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Jr. novelization, the dinosaurs would have been seen to be playing with the skeletal remains, mainly the skull of a repair worker who it killed when it tricked him to go inside its cage and when it purposely broke the light bulb inside. However, this scene was scrapped for unknown reasons as well. In concept art's images of the Indoraptor, it shows him being teased inside his cage, revealing that the hybrid was originally supposed to be shown as an abused animal with several scars littering its body. The abuse was hinted at in the film when he was teased multiple times during the auction scene by the guards. This could probably explain how whenever the hybrid is about to harm its prey, it smiles due to its men smiling while teasing it inside its cage. As for the painting details, we will be using several shades of grays to add up to the details of this Indoraptor, including of course those of the quills, some more scaling on the back of the Indoraptor as well as that of the face, and some more dimension of course on the tail and body of the Indoraptor. Of course, we will also be painting the insides of the mouth with the flesh tone, and the claws as well as those sickle claws, and the teeth will be painted with a mixture of white and yellow chrome. In the movie, the animatronic of the Indoraptor reveals skin peeling away and a sickly looking mouth. Colin Trevorrow hints that the Indoraptor may be mentally unstable or even sick throughout his appearance in the movie. The sounds of Indoraptor were made from vocalizations from animals and an inanimate one such as the chihuahua, a dental drill, a lion, a pig, and a cougar. The Indoraptor is the second dinosaur hybrid to be featured in the film canon, with the Indominus Rex coming in first. Better known as the E750 or Scorpius Rex coming in third. But in actuality, E750 technically came before the Indoraptor in the film timeline. And although the name Indoraptor in the film means indomitable teeth, in real life, without a shorter form of indomitable, it means actually Indian teeth. For reasons I don't know why it's called Indian teeth, it's just called that, I guess. After the Indoraptor's death, it is unknown what happened with the hybrid's body, but he was most likely disposed of alongside the technology to create more Indoraptors in the fallout of this game. And now for lots of the details of the Indoraptor, you can see here that we have already painted the scales on the legs, and now we just have to paint on the stripes on the side of the Indoraptor. So this is just a mixture of some gold paint here, a little bit of yellow and some bronze colors, and we're painting it very similar to how the black Indoraptor is painted with its stripe on its side. So the stripe will be coming from the neck going towards the areas of the tail. And that's where I leave you with our making of the Indoraptor. I hope you enjoyed this part and also learned something from it as well. And now for my favorite part of this video, assembly. So let's count up the number of parts of this figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 parts of this figure. Let's now assemble it. Pick up the head and connect the lower jaw. Then connect this to the first part of the body. Then let's connect this to the second part of the body or the lower torso. Alright, so let's pick up the arms. Here's the right one, and then the left. You can see that it has 4 fingers on each arms. Then the legs, the left, and then the right. And now there are actually 2 parts of the tail as well. So let's attach the base and then the tip of the tail, of course. And that completes our white Indoraptor, or the ghost Indoraptor. Okay, so let's move on with a closer look at this figure, the Indoraptor. So, sorry for the camera, it's quite glaring, but let's adjust it. Okay, so now that you can see much better, Evie here is quite scared of this Indoraptor because it's the first time he has seen a white Indoraptor, so he seems that, or he thinks that it's a ghost. It's based off from this particular photo here of a concept art of the white Indoraptor, or the sibling of the black Indoraptor that we've seen in the film. Okay, so Evie will be coming back later for some size comparisons, but for now, let's have a closer look of this Indoraptor. So, this Indoraptor actually has a lot of details in it, despite it being just white. The undertones of lighter gray and the darker grays really brought out the dimensions of some of the scales of this Indoraptor. So if we can take a look more closely, although it's not very visible here on the camera, it has this white, or I mean goldish stripe coming from the neck going towards the tail. So in terms of articulation, this Indoraptor can actually open and close its mouth, and the head and neck area is actually movable with a ball and socket joint in it. The mouth can open to this much extent, and you can see here that all the quills here are actually made of rubber and will not easily break if you accidentally hold it or bend it in some ways. Oops. Okay, so the arms are also movable, right? And the Indoraptor also has this joint on the midsection of this figure. So it can actually stand up like so and walk on 2 legs, and also crawl on all 4s as well. The legs are movable as well as that of the tail. The tail has a 2-point articulation, so you can pose it in many different ways. And with the number of articulation points on this figure, you can actually pose it in many different scary ways, like this scary pose. Seems like it's looking at you from the side. Alright, and that's it for our closer look on the Indoraptor. Let's now move to the size comparisons of this particular custom figure. And we have here, out of the dark, Evie here with our white Indoraptor, or our ghost Indoraptor here. So in terms of size, you can see that this Indoraptor is actually just about the right size when compared to the Indoraptor you see here in the photo above. Alright, so just about the right size, right? Now let's now compare with some of my figures as well. So here's the version 2 of the Troodon Pectinodon, which is based off from the Jurassic Park, the game, Telltales. So this is actually one of the creepiest dinosaurs in my opinion from Jurassic Park. If you haven't seen that video, go check the Extreme Breaks playlist. And now here is our hero, Velociraptor Blue. So this particular Velociraptor Blue is a reaping with some of the Velociraptor squads as well. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out as well. And here is the older, I guess, sibling of the 2 Indoraptors. So we have here the black Indoraptor. Of course, you have probably seen the black Indoraptor in one of my videos, but if you haven't, then please check it out. The black Indoraptor is actually one of my favorite customs from before, and now that we have here the sibling, it's now time for them to fight off. Such a bad impression of the sound. Well, that is how this Indoraptor finished off the white sibling Indoraptor. Aw, so sad. And scary as well. Okay, so that's it for the Indoraptor. Let's now move on with the next comparison. We have our Extinct Rex, the Scorpius Rex, the second hybrid of Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. So technically it's more, or it's larger than the Indoraptor. As you can see here, it has this long legs, a very articulated arm and hands as well. When you open its mouth, you can see that the overbite is undeniably there. It has some, spikes, or you call it quills, on the head area as well as that of the end of the tail. Right, so let's move on with our next comparison. The next comparison would be the larger dinosaurs now. So this is Rexy, our T-Rex from Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. So you can see here that this T-Rex is definitely larger than that of the Indoraptor. It has several scars, as you can see here, very reminiscent of how the scars of Rexy are in terms of its battles or fights within the movie Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. And of course, here is our Indominus Rex, a white hybrid as well. So probably the reason why they removed the white Indoraptor seen in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is because it's very reminiscent of that of the Indominus Rex. Next up would be this Toy Universe Spinosaurus Gen 2 Max Level. I believe that this is one of the more elaborate paintings or paint applications of Toy Universe. DGX, you really outdid yourself here, so congratulations. And moving on with this PC roll call, all of the creatures that you've seen here so far are all collected here. If you have suggestions of other creatures or other species, scary dinosaurs that you'd like to see here on Extinct Rex, then please comment them down below. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all of the creatures that you see here are actually present in our Extinct Rex playlist. Just check the playlist or just click on the links that I will be putting up below. So, this is the Extinct Rex Scorpius Rex, Extinct Rex T-Rex, Extinct Rex Indoraptor, Extinct Rex Showdown version 2. This is Extinct Rex Velociraptor Blue, Extinct Rex Indominus Rex, and of course this is Toy Universe Spinosaurus Gen 2. And the star of the show here are White Indoraptor or Ghost Indoraptor. And that's it for this PC roll call. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did in terms of making the Indoraptor. Oh no! The Ghost Indoraptor is trashing Dr. Wu's laboratory and EB is caught in the middle. And that's all we have for the video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Salamat ng madami sa inyong lahat. And of course, don't forget to watch our other channels, Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Usher. Watch their videos and support their channels well by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone and bye!